What up, Skysquad? My name is Jan, aka Wingattack, and I am your coach of the Galarian Guardians. And this week we are going to battle against Love, coach of the Atlanta Aerodactyls. And in this team builder we are going to talk about what we are bringing and why we are bringing it. But first, let's take a look at the opponent's team. We've got Hydreigon, Corviknight, Toxtricity, Inteleon, Aerodactyls, Gourgeist, Mamoswine, Behemoth, Hakomo, and Raboot. This team is kind of dangerous. It has Hydreigon with a nasty plot, which didn't have in Gen 7, so that's a kind of a problem if we let him set up. We've got, of course, the Corviknight, the Skarmory of this gen, Toxtricity. That's something we have to look out for with the voice attacks. Inteleon, speedy water Pokemon, it's kind of the Greninja of this gen. Aerodactyls, the bulky fairy type. Not the bulkiest fairy type, but it's kind of bulky with wish support and that kind of stuff. We got Gourgeist, the grass ghost Pokemon. Kind of his bulky partner of Aerodactyls. We got Mamoswine, which is of course a big threat. Behemoth, not a Pokemon I'm that familiar with, but it can be bulky if I'm not mistaken. Hakomo, the pre-evolution of Como, of course, and we've got Raboot, the pre-evolution of Cinderace, which can do the same stuff except for the core change. So, we're gonna break down the team. We've got our first Pokemon, our first Pokemon Draco with Charizard with heavy duty boots, solar power, flamethrower, air slash, ancient power, and solar beam with 252 in speed and special attack with a timid nature. I chose this set because if he sets up, I always have my heavy duty boots, which doesn't make me lose 50% when he has the stealth rocks up, which Mamoswine can do for him. So that's a big plus side on this gen. I think it's a great help for Charizard to get more respect. Maybe he can do more in this gen, and I hope I can show you guys how to use it kind of correctly. At least I do my best. The flamethrower just for some stab and good super effective hits against Mamoswine, Gourgeist, and Corviknight. Air slash for the Hakomo, and some other stab moves. Ancient power to. I had a plan for this. Just maybe in the hope, if you predict right, for the Raboot, if I'm correct. Ancient power also has a 10% chance to raise all stats, which is nice for Charizard if he can get a faster, harder hitting Pokemon with this set. So that's that. And why I have solar power, I come back to that later. I will show you guys. But first, we go to Rapid, our Excadrill with Life Orb, Mold Breaker, Earthquake, Iron Head, Shadow Claw, Rapid Spin with 252 in HP, 148 in attack, and 108 in speed with a jolly nature. And this is why, one of the reasons I drafted Excadrill. I explained it in the draft analysis. If you didn't see it, go check it out. But with Rapid Spin, it basically gives yourself a choice card, which is nice. One of the problems we need to outspeed against this team is Corviknight. I say Corviknight, I look at Corviknight, but I meant Hydreigon. Which, if he brings the specs or we outspeed him, that's something that's certain. But I don't think Hydreigon wants to have a choice item in this gen because of his nasty plot and Dragon Dance. If he has Dragon Dance, I'm not sure about it, but I knew for certain he has nasty plot, which can make him a really hard hitting Pokemon. And with this spread, I can outspeed him after a Rapid Spin. So if Mamoswine already came in the first turn or something like that, and he set up some Stealth Rocks, I come in with Excadrill. Rapid Spin goes away when I think he's gonna switch out. After that, I outspeed everything except for Choice Scarf Hydreigon. and Inteleon if he has Choice Scarf, but it's something I don't want to stay in, whatever it takes, so that's why I bring this set. Shadow Claw for the Gulgeist, and Iron Head for the Aromatisse, and Earthquake just to spam, because the only Pokemon that don't get hit by an Earthquake are Corviknight and Hydreigon, but I'm not gonna stay in I can stay in at Corviknight, but I think Corviknight is way too strong, and I hope I can defeat Corviknight before Excadrill comes in with Charizard, so that's something I hope for. Next up we have our Veins, the Girder with Eviolite, Iron Fist, Mag Punch, Ice Punch, Drain Punch and Defog. This is really funny. With 252 in HP and attack with a Adamant Nature. I love this set. I really love this set. The fact I checked my team and Sigilyph couldn't learn Defog, which is really funny. And then I looked through Girder's moveset and I found Defog in this set. I think, hell yeah, I'm gonna use it for once. Let's just try this. So if Excadrill is already gone, or I can switch in and Hydreigon with Excadrill or something like that, I come in with Girder and I defog the rocks away or anything that's on the field. So I hope I can do it. It looks kind of funny on a Girder, but I really don't care. I love this set. Mag Punch for priority, Ice Punch for the Hydreigon, of course, and the Gulgeist, and Drain Punch just to get some health back on some random Pokemon that comes in if it switches out. So it's kind of a standard set, but except for Toxic or anything like that, we are gonna use Defog for once. Next up we got Bolt Jolteon with Choice Scarf, Volt Absorb, Discharge, Shadowball, Volt Switch and Hyper Voice. It's the same set as last week, only I tweaked some things with the speed, which should be fine. Discharge in the hope we can paralyze the Corviknight or Hydreigon, which are really a problem in his team, for my team. Shadow Ball for some random switch-ins, Volt Switch to switch out against everything but Mammothsline. And Hyper Voice for some random damage, like last week we saw. It did a fair amount of damage against the Hippopotas, so I think I'm gonna keep Hyper Voice in. I'm not sure if it does a lot of damage without the specs, but we will see. The 180 speed, it outspeeds everything, even with a Choice Scarf, which is really great. Next Pokemon, we've got ourselves Frost the Glacial. First time I'm gonna use it, and I hope I can use it well. With Choice Scarf, another one. Snow Cloak, yeah, I had no real choice. Ice Body, I don't have heal. He doesn't have heal in his teammate, especially when there's no Dynamaxing in this league. So Mammothsline can set up the heal for us. So I thought Snow Cloak, why not? With Freeze Dry, Shadow Ball, Weather Ball, Hyper Beam, with 252 in speed, 252 in special attack with a and 4 in HP, my excuses, and a Timid Nature. So the Freeze Dry is of course for the Inteleon, just to finish it off in the first attack. Shadow Ball for the Behemoth and the Gulgeist, and Weather Ball, I come back to this on the last Pokemon, and Hyper Beam just for some random damage when I think, okay, I don't live any hit anymore, let's try this, and if I hit it and survive a hit or something like that, we're fine. Just for some random move I like to use. And the last Pokemon is Sableye, forgot the nickname, my bad, Jam. We've got Jam the Sableye with Leftovers Prankster, Taunt Will-O-Wisp, Knockoff Sunny Day, and it is a special defensive set with 252 speed up and HP and 4 in attack. I'm sorry guys, I'm a little bit sick. But as you can see, we have Sunny Day on the set. And if I can set it up early or mid game, no problem. It's good for the Charizard. With solar power it gets some extra damage output. With Sunny Day and the Weather Ball from Frost, you can attack with Weather Ball of course and hit the Corviknight, which otherwise we can't do real that much because of the steel typing. So if we can set it up, it would be nice. Again, we have the taunt just for the Corviknight, you can set up. This also counts for the Aromatisse just to cripple it, so we can do anything. Will-O-Wisp also for the Corviknight and the Mamoswine. Hokomo and Raboot, those are physical attackers, so if we can get the Will-O-Wisp off, his physical attackers are really crippled. And like I said, Sunny Day for the, especially for the Weather Ball and the Charizard, just to, I hope I can mid-game set it up and give the Charizard and the Frost a little bit more power to make sure we can get the win in this match. So that's it for today. This is a team builder. I hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, leave a like. You really help me with that. If you are new, you can subscribe, of course, it's always free. And hopefully see you in the battle next Friday. Bye bye.